Chosen one, listen carefully. You did not arrive here by accident. This very moment was written into your life long before you even knew to look for it. Heaven has orchestrated every step that brought you here, paused your scroll, and aligned your spirit with this word. This is no coincidence. This is a divine appointment. You are standing on the edge of a destined moment, a supernatural shift that won't wait for another season. The appointed hour is now. As Habakkuk 2:3 reminds us, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It waits for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." That appointed time is not in the distance anymore. It is here, today, tonight, in these coming hours. Heaven is releasing transformation over your life that will exceed everything you've imagined. Feel the weight of this moment. Chosen one. You are about to enter the gates of divine reversal. The silence that tested you was not punishment. It was preparation. The waiting wasn't wasted. It was alignment. And now the shift is here. This is the Kairos moment you have prayed, wept, and longed for. Prepare your heart, for the heavens are opening, and your transformation begins now. You have endured far more than you realized possible, not just days or months, but long, stretching seasons that felt endless. You prayed for confirmation and met silence. You sought clarity and found fog. You longed for movement but felt stuck, while others around you advanced and celebrated. You stood hidden, carrying your vision quietly. But hear this clearly. Your hidden season was never punishment. It was positioning. What appeared as delay was divine design. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. Heaven has been preparing, shaping, and protecting you. And now the weight of waiting is ending. This is why February 15th holds such power. It is not just a date on the calendar. It is the day. Not just a blessing. Not just a good day. But a day that heaven thunders over. The breakthrough arriving will be undeniable. Doors will open. Heads will turn. Your identity as the chosen one will be confirmed. This is no accident. It is divine orchestration written into your life before you took your first breath. You've carried unseen burdens. You've fought battles invisible to others. You smiled outwardly while your heart broke in silence. You pressed forward while rejection, betrayal, and misunderstanding pressed against you. I know because I have walked the same path, smiling outwardly while wrestling inwardly, standing through storms no one else could see. Heaven has never missed a single tear, prayer, or sacrifice. Not one moment was wasted. February 15th is the divine pivot, the turning point in heaven's calendar that declares, now it begins. Every detour, delay, and unanswered prayer was laying the foundation. What looked like wasted years were actually years of construction. You were never late. You were being prepared for what only you can carry. Chosen one, your time is here. Subscribe now and join our community as we step into destiny together. Help us reach 5,000 subscribers so more chosen ones like you can hear this prophetic word. Some days, whisper change. Some days, roar it. February 15th will roar. Locked doors will open. Hidden treasures will appear. Portals of opportunity will swing wide. And it will not happen by human effort, but by God's undeniable power. For some, this will come as financial breakthrough, provision that erases debt and funds dreams. For others, it will be reconciliation, promotion, or restored relationships. Some will receive wisdom, divine strategy, or radical ideas that launch them forward. No matter how it appears, you will know it is heaven's signature. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is the fulfillment of what your spirit has already sensed. And you are not unprepared. Even if you feel small, unworthy, or unqualified, heaven has equipped you. Every betrayal, sleepless night, and lonely hour has been training you. Those silent seasons built resilience, humility, and strength. Heaven declares, reward them, not for what they displayed outwardly, but for what they endured silently. The blessings of February 15th are for those who refused to quit, who held faith when silence was deafening, who preserved integrity when no one was watching. You, chosen one, have been observed by the one who matters most. And now everything changes. Do not panic. Expect. In the hours leading to February 15th, unusual things may happen. Sudden calls, dreams with clarity, peace in the midst of stress, unexpected provision, last-minute invitations. Do not dismiss them. They are not coincidences. They are proof that heaven is already at work. Be still. Be ready. This is activation, not just encouragement. Something deep in your spirit is awakening. February 15th is ignition, the spark that sends ripples across this year and beyond. Contracts will be signed. Opportunities will unlock. Miracles will manifest. And you will know, it is not man, not luck. It is God. If anyone asks why February 15th, your answer is simple. Heaven moves on its own calendar, not ours. This date was marked before your fears began. The pressure you felt, the heaviness, the temptation to quit, these were signs of birth. Breakthrough always shouts loudest before arrival. Yes, the struggle has been real. But so is the promise. You don't need every detail. You don't need a flawless plan. Trust that heaven already wrote the script. Your obedience, tears, and sacrifices are about to speak louder than anything else. Chosen one, the big day is here. Heaven declares, you are ready. The seasons of silence were not wasted. The times that seemed stagnant were preparation. When you cried and felt unheard, heaven was orchestrating something far greater than you could see. Every disappointment, every rejection, every delay was divine choreography. You have not been standing still. You've been standing in place, waiting for heaven's perfect timing. Now that timing is here. February 15th is not just a date. It is divine revelation. The hidden becomes visible. The unseen steps into the light. What seemed like wandering was guided every step of the way. The circle closes. The straight path opens. This is your Kairos moment, the appointed time that shifts everything. Heaven has observed your faithfulness in silence while others were celebrated. You were tested privately while others gained recognition. You endured rejection, yet never compromised character. You walked faithfully even when unseen. That is why your reward is about to be public. This shift will not be small. It will not be subtle. It will be undeniable. Doors will open without effort. Conversations that seemed impossible will align. Resources will find you. And the best part? You will not have to chase it. What is yours flows to you because it is appointed. This is not man's doing. It is heaven's release. Chosen one, I know what it feels like to be overlooked, underestimated, hidden in the background. I've walked those seasons, wondering if I missed my moment, if I prayed wrong. But now the moment has arrived. February 15th is your divine turning point. Maybe it felt like you were forgotten, that your prayers were silent, that the world had moved on while you waited. But then, suddenly, out of nowhere, heaven shifted. And when it shifted, everything changed in just a few days. That same suddenness is about to locate you. The very God who surprised me with breakthrough is preparing to surprise you with favor. Pay attention, chosen one. Notice the signs in the days around February 15th. Unusual dreams, unexpected peace, opportunities appearing without effort. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are heaven's whispers, signaling that your moment has arrived. You may even see people exiting your life without explanation. Do not mourn. This is heaven clearing space. The old cannot carry the weight of what is coming. The past cannot hold your future. This separation is not rejection. It is redirection. Anointed one, what is coming exceeds what you prayed for. You asked for survival, but heaven is releasing overflow. You asked for a door, and heaven is opening gates. You asked for a blessing, and heaven is preparing generational impact. February 15th is not just your breakthrough, it is your bloodline's breakthrough. You are breaking cycles, destroying curses, rewriting stories. You carry the answers to prayers your ancestors whispered, but never saw fulfilled. Heaven trusted you with this weight because it knew you would not drop it. Yes, the weight has been heavy. That is why your battles were fierce. That is why you felt crushed. But the pressure produced power. The fire refined your faith. The silence built strength. You were not being buried. You were being planted. And now, the seed is breaking through the soil. The harvest is here. On February 15th, your testimony will speak louder than your pain. Those who laughed will be forced to see the shift. Those who doubted will watch your rise. But your elevation will not come with bitterness. It will come with grace. You will not glow with arrogance. You will shine with divine light. This breakthrough is not man-made. It is God-ordained. Prepare yourself, chosen one. Clean your heart. Clear your space. Make room for what is coming. Do not let fear block your blessing. Do not let doubt silence your faith. This is the time to stand tall, expect the impossible, and welcome the supernatural. February 15th is not approaching, it is here. And when heaven says now, nothing on earth can delay it. Stay aligned, stay ready, stay open. When the gates swing wide, you will not enter as a visitor. You will enter as an heir. You will not borrow this blessing. You will inherit it. You will not question your worth. You will know you were chosen for it. Chosen one, hear this clearly. February 15th is not an ordinary day. It is not just another number on the calendar. It is a divine demonstration. It is heaven showing you that you were never forgotten, never overlooked, never abandoned. The stillness you walked through was protection. The delay you endured was strategy. And now, what seemed like silence is about to become the loudest announcement of your life. For years, you asked, why not me? Why not now? You saw friends promoted, neighbors celebrated, voices applauded, while you stood hidden, holding the dream heaven gave you, wondering when it would finally breathe. But your hiddenness was holy. While the world overlooked you, heaven preserved you. While others burned out under premature exposure, you were shielded until the appointed hour. That hour is now. February 15th is the day heaven's thunder will echo over your name. Doors will swing open without effort. Opportunities will appear without chasing. Your identity as chosen will be undeniable. And this is not a fragile blessing. It is legacy. Wealth that shifts generations. Influence that cannot be silenced. Purpose rising into full expression. This is why your life has been marked with warfare. This is why the pressure felt unbearable. You were being refined. You were being stretched. You were made ready to carry weight others could not. And though the fire was hot, it did not consume you. It purified you. Though the silence was long, it did not crush you. It strengthened you. Heaven trusted you with testing because heaven intends to trust you with treasure. Expect acceleration. What once took years will now take days. What once seemed impossible will now flow with ease. Do not be surprised by sudden calls, emails, resources finding you. Do not be shocked when clarity strikes like lightning through fog that lingered for seasons. This is not imagination. It is manifestation. The seeds you sowed in faith are sprouting at speed. I know what it feels like to wonder if you missed your moment. I have carried that same ache. I have walked through rooms where it seemed everyone else was chosen while I was forgotten. I have prayed prayers that echoed back in silence. But then, suddenly, heaven shifted. Everything aligned. What I thought would never come appeared before me. That same suddenness is about to touch your life. And when it does, you will know it was never random. It was always written. Watch closely in the days leading to February 15th. You may feel sudden urges to clean, organize, or finish what's been left undone. You may dream with unprecedented clarity. You may feel prompted to act in ways that make no sense yet. These are confirmations. They are signals. The gates are already moving. When the release comes, it will overflow. It will touch your family, relationships, finances, health, and community. The ripple effect will be undeniable. People will ask, "What happened?" And the only answer will be, "God moved." Rise with humility, chosen one. Breakthrough is not for boasting. It is for stewardship. When abundance flows, receive it with gratitude. When doors open, walk through them with reverence. When recognition comes, shine without arrogance. You are not elevated to impress people. You are elevated to reflect heaven. February 15th is heaven's signature on your story. It is the lifting of fog, the breaking of confusion, the opening of destiny's door. You will not enter as a visitor. You will step in as an heir. You will not borrow blessing. You will inherit legacy. And this legacy will outlive you. Release fear, doubt, and comparison. You are not late. You are in perfect rhythm. February 15th is your crescendo. Everything is aligning for your reveal. Prepare yourself. Expect acceleration. Open your spirit wide, because when heaven says now, no one can say later. This is your moment, chosen one. This is the fulfillment of prophecy, and you are ready to walk it out. The hour you prayed for is no longer distant. It is here. February the 15th is arriving in full force, and everything around you, seen or unseen, is responding to divine timing. The atmosphere is charged. Your soul knows something holy is about to break open. For too long, you carried the ache of delay. You asked, you fasted, you believed, yet the answers seemed slow. You pressed forward with faith, facing closed doors and silent seasons. But that season ends now. Maybe it felt like you were overlooked. Maybe it seemed the world had moved on while you stayed in the shadows. But still, you didn't quit. You endured. You clung to the vision when logic said to let go. You stayed faithful when walking away would have been easier. Chosen one, heaven has counted every sacrifice, every whispered prayer in the dark, every tear that soaked your pillow. And now, the reward for your endurance is about to be released. This is not just another blessing. It is a divine reversal. The tables are turning. What the enemy tried to steal, heaven is restoring. More than you lost, with interest. What seemed like your greatest rejection is about to become your most powerful redirection. Every false word spoken against you will be drowned by undeniable evidence of favor. On February 15th, The shift will not be quiet. It will roar. Even those who doubted you will have no choice but to witness your rise. And here is the wonder. You will not have to push for it. You will not have to manipulate, strive, or beg. What belongs to you will flow effortlessly. Doors will open because they were appointed to open. Resources will appear because heaven has already assigned them. Opportunities will align because your name has been written into them from the beginning. No person, no system, no circumstance can stop what has been decreed. Anointed one, this is more than a change in circumstance. It is a transformation of identity. You will no longer carry the label of forgotten. You will no longer feel left behind. You will step fully into the awareness that you are chosen, called, and anointed. The fears that told you you weren't enough will shatter. The doubts whispering that you're late will vanish, as heaven accelerates you into alignment. The small thinking that once limited you will break as overflow pours into every area of your life. I know the pain of surviving in silence. I know the struggle of stretching faith across long nights of uncertainty. I know the battle of showing up with a smile while your heart feels empty. But I also know the suddenness of heaven. I have seen doors swing open in a single moment that years of effort could not touch. I have seen provision appear from sources I never imagined. And I tell you now, what heaven did for me, it is about to do for you. February 15th is not just breakthrough. It is ignition. It is the spark that sets off a chain reaction for the rest of the year and beyond. Contracts will be signed without delay. Relationships long strained will be restored. Dreams will find the funding they need. Strategies will be downloaded into your spirit with clarity. Miracles will manifest, leaving no room for doubt. And when it happens, you will know, without question, it is God. Chosen one, this is not the time to shrink. Do not wonder if you are ready. Heaven would not release it if you were not. Every season of silence was training. Every hidden battle sharpened you. Every lonely night refined you. You are more ready than you realize. And when the moment comes, you will not stumble. You will walk with authority. Rise with confidence. Stand in your identity. Embrace what is being poured out. Hold your head high, not in arrogance, but in holy assurance. February 15th is not about striving harder. It is about stepping into what already belongs to you. You are moving out of survival and into overflow, out of obscurity and into visibility, out of delay and into divine acceleration. When people ask what happened, do not point to luck or coincidence. Say with boldness, "It began February 15th. Your testimony will carry weight because it is not theory. It is living evidence. The results will speak. The transformation will be undeniable. Chosen one, prepare your spirit. Expect acceleration. Make space for the new. Release old stories that said it would never happen. Break agreements with fear and scarcity. Step fully into faith, alignment, and trust. February 15th is not just a date. It is your divine unveiling. The gates are opening. The shift is here. Heaven has declared, now is the time. For years you carried dreams like seeds buried in the ground. Unseen, often doubted, but never forgotten. Those seeds were watered by your tears, protected by your faith, and shielded through storms. At the appointed hour, they are breaking the soil, revealing the harvest. The battles you endured were never random. The intensity of your struggle was not proof of weakness, but of calling. The enemy fights hardest against those entrusted with assignments that change nations and bloodlines. That is why your nights were darker, your pain sharper, your road lonelier. You were chosen to steward something heavy, something costly, something holy. And now, the crushing becomes your crown. On February 15th, the tide turns. Cycles of limitation are ending. Curses that chained your family line are snapping. Where doors once slammed shut, keys will appear in your hand. This is not random breakthrough. It is strategic reversal. The very areas where you suffered your deepest loss will become your greatest testimony. What looked like final defeat will reveal itself as divine redirection. Lift your eyes higher, Anointed One. Do not minimize this moment. It is not casual. It is not small. Heaven is roaring over your life. February 15th is heaven's decree. Time is released. Nothing on earth can delay it. No system can block it. No opposition can undo it. What was written is being released. What was stored is being poured. What was prepared is being presented. You may already feel the shifts, the calm that makes no logical sense, the sudden urge to release old patterns, old people, old fears, the clarity in dreams, the heavy peace in your spirit. These are prophetic signs. Heaven is clearing out the old wineskins so the new wine can flow. Let go. Do not cling to what no longer carries grace. Their exit is not your loss. It is your preparation. I know the ache of letting go. I have walked through seasons where release felt like death, where endings felt unbearable. But every time I surrendered, what came next revealed why the pruning was necessary. The pain of loss gave way to the joy of overflow. Chosen One, after February 15th, you will look back and say, "Now I understand. The pruning was not cruelty. It was care. The provision coming is not ordinary. It is supernatural supply. Heaven is not merely giving you enough to survive. It is pouring out more than enough to build, to bless, and to complete your assignment. Visions that once seemed impossible will receive funding. Ideas too large to contain will suddenly take flight. Your hands will hold blessings, not just for yourself, but to pour into the lives of others. The flow will be undeniable, unstoppable, and unapologetic. Do not shrink to fit someone else's comfort. Do not dim your light for anyone. Do not minimize what heaven is magnifying. Rise boldly. Walk fully. Carry it completely. This is not arrogance. It is obedience. You were never chosen to stay hidden. You were chosen to reflect heaven's glory in public. On February 15th, acceleration will announce itself. Situations that dragged for years will resolve in weeks. Doors that seemed rusted shut will swing open without resistance. Conversations that felt impossible will suddenly align perfectly. Do not fear the speed. This is not chaos. It is heaven redeeming lost time. The years you thought were wasted are now being compressed into sudden miracles. Chosen One, your life is about to become living evidence. Evidence that faith sustains. Evidence that prayer works. Evidence that hope never disappoints. People will look at your story and see prophecy fulfilled. Even the doubters will be silenced, not by argument, but by results. Your before and after will be so clear, no one can deny that heaven has moved. Prepare now. Prepare your spirit. Prepare your environment. Prepare your heart. Make room for overflow. Clear out fear, shame, and small thinking. Release the story that says you are too late, too broken, or too unworthy. That narrative ends now. February 15th marks the turning of the page. A new chapter begins, one where blessing flows, favor surrounds, and destiny manifests. Chosen One, this is not just your day of breakthrough, it is your unveiling. Heaven is presenting you as proof that delay is not denial, that hiddenness is not abandonment, and that when the appointed time comes, no power can stop it. Stand tall. receive fully. February 15th is not just on your calendar. It is etched into eternity as the day everything shifted in your favor. You must understand the magnitude of this day. This is not an ordinary date. It is a prophetic marker, a divine checkpoint where the weight of heaven intersects with the timeline of your life. Every storm, every betrayal, every night of silence, every confusing delay, all have been converging toward this appointed hour. You were never wandering. You were being positioned. Closed doors were not punishment. They were redirection. People who left were not losses. They were necessary exits. Heaven has been aligning every layer, every moment, to prepare you for this unveiling. Now, the silence breaks. The fog lifts. Clarity floods in. February 15th is not just breakthrough. It is birthing. The pressures of the past were not to destroy you, but to birth what could only come through pressure. That heaviness, those moments you thought you couldn't endure, were the final pushes before new life. And now, the birth cry of destiny begins. What unfolds will ripple through the rest of your year and beyond. Financial release, supernatural encounters, divine alignments, relational restoration, all will manifest. Contracts will be signed. Opportunities will appear. Connections will be made. And none of it will feel forced. You will recognize it immediately as God's hand because it comes with peace. Do not be surprised if, in these days, your name begins traveling to places you have not yet been. People will speak of you in rooms you haven't entered. Decisions will be made in your favor without effort. This is the supernatural transfer of influence and authority. Where there was blockage, flow begins. Where you were hidden, revelation comes. But this is not only for you. February 15th is a generational shift. The curses, limitations, and patterns that ran through your family line are breaking with you. You are stepping into blessings that will lift everyone connected to your name. You are the answer to prayers whispered decades ago. This is why your warfare was heavier. This is why your waiting was longer. This is why the pruning was deeper. Because the reward is greater. You were chosen to carry something that required endurance and maturity, and now the refining becomes your foundation for rising. Signs will surround you. Sudden waves of unexplained peace. Dreams with prophetic clarity. Strangers confirming what your spirit already knows. Unexpected financial blessings. Invitations you did not anticipate. These are not coincidences. They are heaven's signals, preparing you for the unveiling. Pay attention. Do not ignore them. Protect your spirit. Guard your atmosphere. Keep your heart pure. Stay focused on alignment. February 15th is not just about receiving. It is about stepping fully into divine flow. When you are aligned, what belongs to you will find you. You will not have to chase, manipulate, or plead. You will simply stand, and heaven will deliver. I know the weight of wondering if you are ready. I have felt that trembling of uncertainty. But hear this. Heaven does not release blessing where there is no capacity. If it is arriving now, it is because you are ready now. The hidden seasons built your resilience. You are no longer fragile. You are fortified, chosen one. February 15th is the day heaven announces you. Your hidden preparation becomes visible manifestation. Those who mocked your faith will see proof. Those who doubted your endurance will witness your rise. You will not need to defend yourself. The results will speak. Your testimony will thunder louder than any argument. Walk boldly into this hour. Do not shrink. Do not apologize for the blessing. Do not minimize what God is magnifying. You were faithful in silence. Now you will be fruitful in the spotlight. February 15th is not just a shift in your story. It is a shift in your identity, authority, and legacy. Receive it, believe it, align with it. This is the day of your unveiling. For so long, you carried visions invisible to others. You held promises whispered in your spirit. You questioned if they were real. But on this day, heaven confirms what you always knew. You were never waiting in vain. The seeds you nurtured in silence are about to blossom in plain sight. You will feel the atmosphere change. What once felt heavy will feel light. Doubts will be silenced by clarity. Boldness will rise, not arrogance, but certainty. Certainty that the one who called you has prepared, equipped, and appointed you for this moment. You will walk with authority rooted in divine assignment. This is not a fragile blessing. It is enduring legacy. This breakthrough is meant to last, to establish you for generations. Wealth that builds, wisdom that multiplies, influence that carries forward. This is structural change. Your foundation is being rebuilt, so nothing and no one can shake what God establishes in you, and the world will see it. Some will stand in awe. Some will question silently. Some may even envy what is unfolding. But you will rise with humility, not pride. You remember the lonely nights, the unanswered prayers, the weight of rejection. You know this unveiling is not luck, it is grace. And because of that, your rise will carry compassion. Chosen one, prepare for acceleration. The pace of your life is about to shift dramatically. Months will resolve in weeks. Conversations that were stuck will move with ease. Doors that were sealed will open suddenly. This is not chaos. It is heaven redeeming lost time. Your life is about to become undeniable evidence. It is alignment. Heaven is redeeming the years you thought were wasted, compressing long seasons of waiting into moments of fulfillment. You will be astonished at how quickly everything begins to fall into place. This acceleration will also reveal what no longer belongs. Old systems, old patterns, old relationships may suddenly feel too small. Do not resist the stretching. Expansion always requires release. To step fully into this new dimension, you must let go of the lies that said you were not enough, the fear that limited your dreams, and the voices that doubted your worth. February 15th marks the death of those lies and the birth of truth, the truth that you are chosen, capable, and fully equipped. I know this moment because I have lived it. I understand what it feels like to wait year after year, watching others advance while wondering if you had been forgotten. I know the sting of delay, the weight of disappointment. But when heaven moves, everything changes in an instant. Opportunities appear that cannot be forced. Doors open without effort. And you realize the waiting was never wasted. It was preparation. Chosen one, the same is happening for you. Watch for unusual encounters in this season. A message that affirms your calling, a meeting that shifts your direction, provision from unexpected sources, dreams that carry undeniable clarity. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Heaven is giving you previews of what is about to manifest fully. Receive them with joy, and let them strengthen your faith. February 15th is about more than receiving, it is about responsibility. With blessing comes stewardship. With favor comes influence. Heaven is trusting you because you have proven faithful with little. The resources you receive are not trophies. They are tools to build legacy, hope, and spaces for others to rise. You are not only blessed to receive, you are blessed to release. Your transformation will be undeniable. Your words will shift from "I hope" to "I know." Your posture will move from waiting to walking. Your spirit will rise from survival into stewardship. Your life will stand as a visible testimony. February 15th will become the day you mark in your life as the moment everything changed. Chosen one, prepare now. Release what no longer belongs. Clear space in your heart. Make room for overflow. You are stepping into a reality where miracles flow like momentum. Favor surrounds you like a shield, and divine alignment guides every step. This is not just a big day. It is your day. Heaven is opening, and your name is being called. February 15th is not the end of your waiting. It is the beginning of your rising. Pause for a moment and let your soul recognize it. This day has been whispered about in your spirit, hinted at in dreams, and marked in your heart. You did not imagine it. You were not wrong to feel the stirring. This is the day where divine timing intersects with your personal story and flips everything around. You have walked through valleys so deep that even your prayers felt unheard. You endured seasons when heaven's silence seemed unbearable. You carried burdens you never asked for, responsibilities that felt too heavy, disappointments that seemed endless. Yet you endured, and because of that, you are here. You did not give up. This date now meets you with open gates and unlocked doors. Anointed one, the hidden seasons were never meant to crush you. They were meant to prepare you. When you felt overlooked, you were preserved. When you felt rejected, you were redirected. Heaven was building resilience, character, and faith in you. And now, February 15th, is the divine unveiling of all that silent preparation. This is not a small shift. It is monumental, a flip in the spirit realm that moves you from survival into overflow, from waiting into walking, from wondering into knowing. It is the kind of transformation that even your enemies cannot deny. Expect the unusual in the days before and after. Sudden phone calls delivering long-awaited news, dreams carrying prophetic clarity, provision arriving from unexpected sources, conversations that align your steps, encounters that redirect your path. These are not accidents, they are signals. Heaven is orchestrating every detail with precision. Stay alert, sensitive, and expectant. February 15th is the ignition point. Contracts will be signed, strategies revealed, opportunities unlocked, miracles released. And it will not trickle. It will pour. The momentum of heaven will carry you faster than you have ever moved before. What once took years will happen in weeks. What felt impossible will feel natural. And you will know it is not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of God aligning your path. Understand this clearly. Your breakthrough is not only for you, it is generational. The blessings flowing to you are meant to flow through you. Cycles of fear, poverty, and defeat are breaking in your bloodline because you chose to endure. Chains that bound generations are falling because you said yes. February 15th is your turning point, and a turning point for everyone connected to your name. Anointed one, your warfare was heavier because your assignment is greater. The intensity of your struggle is evidence of your calling. That is why you felt isolated, misunderstood, even attacked. But isolation was insulation. Heaven protected the oil on your life, and now that oil is about to shine publicly. You are stepping out of hiding into destiny, out of silence into sound, out of waiting into walking. Do not shrink. Do not apologize for favor. Do not minimize your blessing to make others comfortable. This is not arrogance, it is obedience. You did not manipulate your way here. You endured your way here. You are not stepping into luck, you are stepping into prophecy. Heaven says you are ready, and now the world will see it. February 15th will become the marker of your story. When people ask what changed, you will answer simply, "It began February 15th." That day will echo in your spirit forever, as the moment heaven confirmed what your soul always knew. Chosen one, prepare now. Release yesterday's fears. Lay down the guilt of old mistakes. Make room, because the blessing coming is too great to share space with clutter. Align your heart with expectation. Stand tall. Let gratitude rise. You are stepping onto holy ground. And here is the truth. February 15th is not just a day. It is the day. The day when closed doors open, hidden answers arrive, destiny knocks loudly, and heaven's yes silences every no. It is the day your identity is affirmed, your authority established, and your assignment activated. Nothing will ever be the same again. Step boldly. Receive fully. February 15th is your divine unveiling, your prophetic confirmation, your moment of supernatural release. The hour you have been waiting for is here. Heaven has aligned the timing. This is your appointed moment. You are stepping into the flow of divine transfer, a season where what was withheld is released, where what was locked is opened, and where what was delayed is accelerated. The hidden weight you carried now becomes the crown of visible favor. This is not chance. This is not coincidence. It is your Kairos moment, the fulfillment of what your spirit has long known. Every tear, every silent prayer, every night you chose faith over fear. Heaven has recorded it all. And now the reward is in motion.